The Honey Crisp, we know, may have put Minnesota's apple growers on the map, but there is more to see and eat. Fox 9's garden guide LK joins us from the State Fair with a look at how this year's apple crop is different. Dale, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom. We are up here in the Ag Hort building, an absolutely fantastic place to be, particularly if it's going to rain, all undercover here, which is kind of nice. It's kind of like a traditional thing to do, come see a little bit of agriculture, horticulture. And actually going on behind us is the amateur wine tasting. There are some brave souls back there for the 8 o'clock hour tasting amateur wine. You mentioned this morning we are talking about apples, a definite healthy snack, and there's nothing crispier or more snappy than biting into a fresh Minnesota apple. You can do that right here in the Ag Hort building. Joining us this morning is Jeannie Jacobson. She is second-generation apple grower. Her parents bought the farm back in 1958 out there in kind of Delwood, White Bear kind of area up there. Jeannie, good morning. Firstly, welcome back to the fair.
Thank you.
You had the year break. Tell us a little bit about the growing season this year as far as apples.
Well, the growing season, it was challenging with no rain, but we are fortunate that the majority of our trees all have trickle irrigation, and the older trees that don't have trickle irrigation, the root systems are so deep, they were still able to get water from deep in the ground.
So I'll say the drought word. A lot of crops challenged. Your crops are okay because of that drip irrigation,
yes,
which is kind of good for the state fair. You can come buy some apples. We'll look at those in just a minute. So out of all the Minnesota apples here, take us on a little tour of maybe some of your favorites and what people should look for at the orchard.
Okay, Haralson is going to be my favorite. It's most versatile. It's tart, it's firm, it's excellent for baking. Then I'm going to go with the Zestar. That's also an earlier good baking apple.
Okay, Strummy, Zestar is right here. Let's look at that one. And why do you like Zestar?
It's a good early baking apple. It's a little more tart. It's firm. It's kind of a good tart, firm first early variety apple. And then you got to go with the First Kiss.
And tell me about the lineage of First Kiss, because I know that's the one that you're selling quite prominently here at the fair.
Yes, First Kiss is a cross of, okay, now I'm going to mess this up, Monarch out of Arkansas.
Okay.
And I believe it's a Honeycrisp, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry. You caught me off guard.
Hey, you're telling the story. I believe you.
Okay.
So it's a cross between, so it's got a little Honeycrisp in there.
Yes.
And a little bit of other. And what makes it such a great apple?
It's firm. It's tart, sweet, very, very juicy.
Is this the one that I have in my hand?
Yes.
Okay, let me give it another taste test. Okay, that is delicious. Now, of course, there is a lot of different types of food here at the fair, but if you've got the kids, you've got the young ones, you want a nice little refreshing snack, there's nothing better than an apple to kind of cleanse. Actually, it's a good palate cleanser. There you go. It's a good palate cleanser for all those other foods. I should mention, too, they got little freezies, they got apple cider, and they don't have them today, but they actually do have this unbelievable apple rollover, which is absolutely to die for. The orchard up there, I hear it's a little bit busy today, but they should have them if you're coming down a little bit later during the state fair. With that, I'm going to send it back to the studio.
And I did a little research while we were talking. Dale, you were talking, and yes, it is a cross between the Arkansas apple and the Honey Crisp, the First Kiss. So she was spot on.
I knew Jeannie would have it. She was spot on.
She was spot on.
Thank you. Thank you for the field producing, Tommy B.
Happy to help. Enjoy your apple. Thank you, Dale.